Okay, so we're going to start by testing TJ's range of motion again. We broke out the goniometer and we have him right here at about pretty much 11 degrees. We'll say 12 degrees passive. So what we've been working on from last week is moving from a rolled up towel under the knee to kind of get a little bit of muscle activation, squashing, kind of flexing that. We're progressing them now up to a probably 5 or 6 inch diameter pool noodle. So we've been kind of getting this under the leg. Now here he's just going to work his isometrics. So as he kind of contracts through his core, he's going to drive down into the noodle, dorsiflex the ankle, hold that for about 3-4 seconds, and then let that release. About 3 or 4 of those. And the idea here is to work into the hip, upper quad, get some of that to activate, get some blood flow. Very nice. Then we'll get that out of there. We've got that ankle on a slider, so we can very easily now just begin to do a hamstring curl. Kind of pull that up. And he's not really working the knee as much as he's just kind of working a hamstring curl. Right there is 35 degrees. Good, rest. Good. Okay, so we're going to work another exercise here for TJ. We're going to use kind of our classic dead bug position, getting 3 points of contact from back of the head, scapula, upper thoracic area, retracted, and then lumbar flat into the ground. He's got 90 degrees here with his upper leg and lower leg. Basically what we're going to do is have him lower that heel down. Then as he pulls that left knee up, he's going to also pull that hamstring on the right leg, drive that knee into flexion. Good. Slow control down. On the next one, I want you to dorsiflex that right foot. That's it. Drive it up. He's really trying to keep that stomach snug so the lower back stays flat. Same thing, we're looking for about a 3-second hold at the top. Slow control on the eccentric. Let's try one more. And there we're getting about 38 degrees range of motion. Good, rest. So here we're working on strap-assisted knee flexion. We've got the ankle on a slider. TJ's measuring to a degree range that is beyond where his brace is shutting him off at these days. So we want to just make sure that he's got a good amount of eccentric control to continue bringing that range of motion into the knee. So for him, being able to pull to that max range where the brace turns off, and then hold that with the strap and work that slow control, that's going to bring a level of muscle activity to the hamstring and hip that he's not currently getting. So same thing, about 5 to 8 of those per dose, 3 to 4 second descent. Yeah. So here we're working with an assisted squat. We got TJ holding on to a bar that's about rib cage level on the machine. Free motion makes a great cable cross machine that has that bar built in. So with the assisted squat here, his knee brace locks him out at 30 degrees. So we're having him descend into 30 degrees, making sure that the heels are staying down and the weight bearing is even on both sides, not creating a compensatory pattern leaning more towards the left. We see this with a lot of our rehab patients where as they begin to squat down, they can kind of lean into the side that is their weight-bearing side, generally the opposite side of the injury. But here we can really program keeping neutral in the lumbar, firing both glutes, keeping both heels down, and bending to the available degree range of motion with control. Same thing, about 8 to 10 of these Practicing this requires a sturdy anchor point, so you can't just hold on to the countertop. You got to really have something that's bolted in there pretty sturdy to be able to support yourself through an assisted descent. And then you just push through the heels and come back up.